How's everyone doing today? You guys never, ever let us down, and this one a little different, the 6th trip for the Elite Series to Palatka, Florida. When you think of it, you look the Elite Series, there are very few locations that we visit 6 times. They have to be special, special locations, and this sea of people is the #1 reason we always come back to Palatka. We got 88 anglers weighing in today. If you're used to coming to a Sunday weigh-in, normally we're down to 10, but as you know, with the first 2 days of this event were postponed. We kicked it back and went 88 anglers for the first 2 days, which was yesterday and today. Got to be in the top 20 to move on to a very rare championship Monday, where we will crown another champion here. It might not be happening on the day we had planned on the calendar, but it doesn't matter because Palatka, I know on a Monday, I know we're still going to get a crowd of people. Are we not going to get some people out here? I mean, it is a Monday, and the Bassmasters are in town. I will give you a note if you need it to get off school or work or whatever. If it works, please tell me. It never, ever does when I use it. But it's going to be a fun weigh-in trip, and this one, you know, I always think of Palatka, I think of how hard you have to work lifting those giant fish day after day, and I think this one might have been a little bit more taxing, just having to make those decisions and manage the weather.
Well, you know, again, we have a good team. I appreciate the National Weather Service again, and just trying to keep everybody safe. You know, we got anglers, marshals, camera guys, so that part, you know, we make a decision. That's pretty easy, actually, they nailed the forecast, but my back feels a lot better, you know, than it normally does, and I hate that because usually it's a tote fest here. We had the haves and have-nots yesterday, but I think with these warm afternoons, we should see some big catches coming across here. We saw a beautiful 9-2 Phoenix Smoke big bass yesterday with Kelly J, and it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. Remind everybody our weigh-in tomorrow is at 2 o'clock. I don't know if you said that or not, but we look for a big crowd, and we're going to be right here and crown a champion, and then we're going to head to Tennessee and do it all over again, and I promise you it'll be a little wetter and a little cooler in Tennessee.
It sure will, but I'm sure we'll be greeted by incredible Bassmaster fans, as we always are all across the country. I mean, you've heard us say big bass, big stage, big dreams, and really none of those are anything without you guys, the amazing fans that make the Bassmaster Elite Series what it is.
Our typical Sunday, I want to thank a lot of folks because some of them may not be here tomorrow. Certainly David Riggers, our volunteer coordinator, but Putnam County, the city of Palatka, and I want to thank all of our law enforcement. You know, we worked hand in hand, Marine Police, a lot of quirky little corners, nooks and crannies up and down this waterway, some of them private, some of them not, and those guys have been great. I want to thank the East Palatka Shrine Club, Putnam County Shrine Club. They've been great. They fed us steak suppers 2 nights, and they're just fantastic. You know, we do all of our preseason meetings for the year. We've done it there like 4 times now when we start our season here, and they've been gracious hosts. And it's just a great place to be and a great place to come. We love it here. Can't wait to come back.
We love it here, and we love the great, yep, good round of applause for yourself, definitely. We don't just get crowds here at weigh-ins, we get great crowds for takeoff in the morning. With that in mind, we're going to go a little earlier tomorrow. Scheduled time 6:45, obviously light dependent because of the travel distance and because of the shorter day. Trip always works hard to try and get them as close to 8 hours as they can, so we're going to try to sneak out a little early.
Yeah, we're going to get 7 hours tomorrow, but after it all has shaken out the way the weather was, losing 2 full days, I think we'll see who the best angler is this week, and someone will hoist that big blue trophy and take home a check for $100,000. We'll do it again next week, and then in about 3.5 weeks, we'll be in Birmingham, Alabama, at the Academy Sports and Outdoors 50th Bassmaster Classic, and someone there will hoist the most iconic trophy in all of fishing, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
Going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun here today. Are you guys ready? We got cameras all around here, and I need you guys to go absolutely crazy for 30 seconds. I mean, I don't gotta teach you. This is Palahniuk. You know how it's done. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, are you ready? Let's get ready to win! Our very first angler, an Elite Series champion from Georgia, Micah Frazier. 12 pounds, 7 ounces, and we have a brand new leader with 25 pounds and an ounce. The goal of this weigh-in is to get inside the top 20 fish on Championship Monday here at the AVCO Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. And I believe I've made the prediction since the start of this thing, we're going to see some Monday madness. You get in that top 20, and really you got to feel like anything could happen here.
Yeah, and the weather's setting up to, for tomorrow to be pretty special. So I started seeing, yesterday I caught them on a rogue jerkbait out kind of, they're staging. Today I caught a couple on a wacky finesse worm. So they're starting to slide up on the bank a little bit in the area I was fishing. So who knows what tomorrow holds. There could be some big bags weighed in tomorrow.
I look forward to seeing you as part of our top 20. All the way from Louisiana, his second season on the Elite Series, Quinton Cappo. Quinton Cappo, 5:15 today. Not the finish you want to have here, obviously, but Quinton, I mean, this one, it just proves to you everything you preconceived. It's going to be this way. Would have never imagined this event play out this way, but got to feel good to get back on tour.
Well, yeah, it's absolutely great to be here. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Yesterday I had a pretty rough day. I didn't even get a bass bite. I threw everything at them, every strike king bait they had. I even threw a whopper with cheese, and I couldn't get them to bite that. So, I went out there today, made an adjustment, and had 5 bites. Just unfortunately, they weren't the right ones. But thank all my people, sponsors, everybody for coming out and supporting bass. We thank every one of y'all.
Happens to everyone, and best way to get over it is a big comeback next week from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. The only Canadian to ever win a tour-level event, Chris Johnson. 2 fish with 4 pounds, 8 ounces going into today. 413 gives you 9 pounds, 5 ounces, and last year you were 1 spot away from winning this event, and I believe you may have had 1 fish that weighed that much. What a difference a year makes.
Yeah, it's a completely different fishery this year. Today I actually had a better day fishing-wise. I had 5 on, and I just didn't execute. So it's the first term of the year. I'll get the rust off, and that'll be my bad one for the year, hopefully. And heading to Chickamauga here tomorrow and get things rolling.
All up from here, and I look forward to seeing you there. His first Elite Series event. Give him a little love. Brian Schmidt. Brian Schmidt just under $1 million in earnings at the FLW Tour. Had 11-4 yesterday, 10-4 today. Moves into second place with 21 pounds, 8 ounces. $21.8 sitting in second place, and goal is always to get inside that top 20. I mean, normally, obviously, going in the final day of your top 10, but this time, top 20, and really anyone in that top 20 has got to have a shot.
No doubt. Things are changing. Like yesterday, I stumbled on to where I caught my fish during the tournament, and I was actually pretty excited for today, and it wasn't happening, but I almost gave up on it at about 10 o'clock, and I just stayed. Every once in a while, I get a bite, caught that big one, saved my day, and I would love to go tomorrow.
I would love you to go out there tomorrow. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. Here's a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Jake Whittaker. If you watched him on Bassmaster Live, you watched a fun day. Had 16-12 yesterday, looking for 8-6 to take the lead today. 16-3. He's in first place with 32 pounds and 15 ounces. is at the Avco Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. Double guns loaded, bang, bang. Jake Whittaker is going to be part of our top 20, and you may just leave that dock with the lead tomorrow. And we've said it all. That big one right there, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Let's hear it. I believe when you caught it on live, you said it was like a 5-pounder. So we know you're a liar. But man, it was an incredible day. And the scary thing is, I mean, it could have been even better for you. You got to be excited about the opportunity ahead of you tomorrow.
Yeah, if that one weighed 7, I don't want to know what that other one weighed. You know, that's just one of those deals, man. It's Florida. These are big fish, and they're going to come off sometimes. But, you know, like I said, like I told the camera today, man, I'm going to sleep just fine. And I had 5 bites today. That's it. And 3 of those are just keepers. But, man, I had fun. I'm fishing the way I want to fish and like to fish. And like I said yesterday, I may not catch a bass tomorrow. But, like I said, I'm having fun. This might be one of the biggest crowds that we've ever had. So, Palatka, Florida, you guys put on a great show. There is so many big fish in this river. I just wish that the weather would have cooperated with us this week, but it is what it is. I'm happy with it. I'm blessed. Everybody watching back home, thanks. Appreciate it. Let's go catch them tomorrow.
Go get rigged and get ready, because you're going to be in it. From Florida, keep the love going for Kobe Krieger. 7 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 8 ounces gives you 18 pounds even, and right now inside the top 20. But this one, boy, I believe it feels like this entire tournament. Sometimes we'll hear anglers say I zigged when I should have zagged. I believe we all did that this week here.
Well, I don't know how anybody, after having a couple days off or 3 days off and the weather changing, absolutely knew what was going to happen when we went out Saturday morning, to be honest with you. But yesterday I wasted a lot of time trying to sight fish. And I said yesterday I was going to switch up my rotation, and that's exactly what I did, and caught a lot more fish today. And 2 or 3 days from now, you're going to actually see what this river can do. It's a great place, great town. Thank Georgia boys. There's a bunch of bass staying there. We have a great time there every year we come, and can't wait to be back.
Look forward to seeing you down the road, hopefully in our top 20. From Japan, Kaguya Ito. His first Elite Series event, and watch the scales, had 8 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish, 16 pounds, 12 ounces with 25.5. He is in second place in his very first Bassmaster Elite Series. Get loud for Kaguya Ito. $16 pounds, 12 ounces. You fell in love with this sport. You fell in love with this Bassmaster dream, playing a video game.
Yes.
How much better is it in real life than a video game?
Too good. Very, very good. Video game? Here. I'm so happy because to my first biggest fish in St. John's, I love Palatka.
And it sure sounds like Palatka loves you. You're going fishing tomorrow by the looks of things.
Oh, really?
We gotta find out till the end. It's not official, okay? Don't give me a hard time, okay? But right now you're in there.
Okay, I understand. I want to fish in tomorrow. Okay?
Hopefully it is no game over. Okay. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Japan. Big bass, big stage, big dreams. That's what Bassmaster is all about. Keep them rolling through from Michigan, Garrett Paquette. 213 yesterday, one fish today for 15 ounces, and it was a cute one, I guess, but not going to hold it up today. But, man, this tournament, I mean, at least you can take solace from the fact that, the majority of the field was out in left field in this one just because of the way it played out.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we kind of had the worst possible conditions for a Florida tournament. We had those heavy winds, and it really muddied up the water, and then it got really cold. But you're still seeing a lot of quality fish, and that's a testament to how good this fishery is. We know how good it is. You saw what happened last year, and I think as this tournament progresses going into tomorrow, we're going to see some more of that. I think the tournament's going to get one tomorrow. You're going to see a 25 to 30-pound sack. So you guys make sure you stay tuned and watch it go down.
It's going to be a lot of fun. A former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Every day is doomsday for David Mullins. 12 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 9 pounds, 4 ounces, giving him a total of 21.9. And Mullins moves into 4th place. Sitting in 4th place, top 20 get to go tomorrow. How are you feeling about your chances?
Very slim.
It's not very positive at all.
No, I'm a realist.
Okay, tell me about this week. I mean, a great finish, really, when you look at that leaderboard and you look at how crazy this one shook out. I mean, you got to be happy with how it worked out somewhat.
Yeah, I was. I mean, in practice, it was really tough for me. I mean, I didn't know where I was going to start, what I was going to throw, and I pretty much stayed up here and run that low tide and threw a chatterbait and flipped a Cinco around. That's how I ended up catching them. And I started off this morning good, caught that 3-pounder right away, but it just fizzled out. I caught more fish today than I did yesterday, but they were a lot smaller. But happy to be here. I always love to clear out here in Palatka, and hopefully we come back.
I'm sure we will. A 2-time Elite Series champion from Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 5-6 yesterday, 4 fish today for 5-11. You move into 30th place, and the good news is you don't got to stick around to the end of the weigh-in to find out. I mean, trying to find a positive.
Yeah, I'm going to get my stuff rigged up for chicks, so. I definitely want to say hi to my wife and daughter, and parents are watching at home. They're eating dinner, watching the weigh-in, so I want to say hi to them, and that's about all I got. Terrible derby, and hopefully catch them at the next one.
Look forward to seeing you there. From Alabama, his first ever Bassmaster Elite Series event, Kyle Wiltjer. 11-13 yesterday, and look out, looking for 21-3 to take the lead in his first Elite Series event. 20 pounds, 12 ounces, 7 ounces short of the overall lead, but with 32 pounds, 9 ounces. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. We're gonna weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, and whew, biggest one of the day, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Not anymore. And the biggest one overall for the tournament, 9.2. Let's find out. 10 pounds and an ounce. Kyle, it is your first Bassmaster Elite Series event. We canceled the first 2 days, which really, I mean, it's kind of like going trick-or-treating with a hole in the bottom of your bag. It's really frustrating. But you finally got out there, had a good day yesterday. But, dude, you just weighed in the biggest bag we've seen all day, and you weighed it in a 10-pounder on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
The way that today went, at 12 o'clock, I think I had 2 fish. And then I caught all that around 2 o'clock, 2:30 is whenever I caught like 4 of those 5 right there. I mean, I've never caught a 10-pounder in my entire life. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught right there. And I came all the way down here, and St. John's put it out. So I'm so excited right now. I can't believe the way today came together. At 12 o'clock, I was like, today's the day we're going to suck. But we turned it around, and it worked out. So I'm happy. I'm ready to be back out there tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it finishes. Big bass, check. Big stage, check. I can't wait to see how your big dreams finish up for you. Let's keep it going with another Elite Series rookie. He's no rookie. From Florida, get loud for John Cox. John Cox, better day today. Only 3 fish, but looks like 3 good ones. 13 pounds, 14 ounces. Gives him 20 pounds and 12 ounces. And John Cox slides into the top 10, in 8th place currently. The piggy parade has begun, ladies and gentlemen. I told you it was gonna get better. And the best part is, this kettle's just starting to boil. I think tomorrow could be crazy. 9 pounds, 13 ounces. Wow. I mean, I know it's killing you to only have 3 today, but we've weighed 12 guys, and I kind of feel like the St. Johns River is just waking up.
Oh yeah, I mean it's so hard to go and just try to fish for a limit when you got those big ones out here, and so I just kind of trolled around the whole tournament and just never ran into more than just one. But man, it's been an awesome week. I mean, I got to thank Berkeley and Abu Garcia. Without them, I wouldn't be here, and Crestliner and the Mercury, and also I got to tell my wife Melissa happy birthday. Today's her birthday.
Everybody in the count of 3 say happy birthday, Melissa. 1, 2, 3. Tell her you're sorry she wasn't here, but we had an awesome party. We loved celebrating her.
Oh man, I'm just so thrilled to be here, and man, this is awesome. We're gonna head to Chick in a day or so, and so I can't wait.
I can't wait to see you there. Another exciting event ahead with lots of changing conditions. From Alabama, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year, the G-Man, Gerald Swindle. Had 13.3 yesterday. Today, 4 pounds, 3 ounces. And it's great to have you back on the Elite Series.
You say that like you're proud of them, because I worked my butt off for that. I mean, I'm just as proud as that 4 pound as John Cox was that 110-pounder. When you ain't getting no bites and you get a bite, you just want to love on them. I mean, I just got back here about noon and looked at the one I had. I said, just make sure you're all right, man. I'm just going to hang out with you. I'm trying to find your buddies, and I don't know where they at, and they don't know where I'm at, and we was texting, and the fish didn't answer back. I've run that Phoenix all the way to Astor, back, halfway back, all the way up this side. I mean, I look good running 75 down the lake. I just ain't got no fish in live well. I mean, the lake to me, Palahniuk can be really tough, man. You get on the St. Johns, the tide's moving in and out. You really got to fish this thing more like a tidal river. I didn't have, like if you was on Potomac. You really want to pay attention to that tide, and I just didn't have a big area. I had a couple canals I caught them in yesterday, and I got down there today, and it looked like a Taylor Swift concert, and the tickets was free. Because I'm telling you, if there was a bass in there, you won't never catch another one, because there's been enough trolling motors and Minn Kotas run over them. They're probably done for the year. So, when you don't have a lot and you couldn't expand, I thought I had enough to jump out on the river, Dave, and try to catch some fish. Now listen, Trip, I can't believe this. Why you want to do that to me? How about it, Palahniuk? Y'all glad to see bass come back? I may only caught 4 pounds today, but it is some of the best feelings in the world to walk back out on this stage and say, I'm home, bass, and I'll be here to the day I retire. See you guys.
Who's happy to see the G-Man home at the Bassmaster Elite Series? Let's keep them rolling through. Our Bass Nation national champion from last year from the West Coast, Randy Pearson. Had all the ones yesterday, 11-11. 5 fish to add to that here today. 9-15 gets him in 5th place currently with 21 pounds and 10 ounces. Top 20 fish on Championship Monday. And it will be madness. Madness come Monday, I gotta believe, and you just want to stay inside there, and anybody can win this event with what we're seeing early in this weigh-in.
Yeah, no, I would love to fish tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And today was one of those days that I look back and think, what the heck happened? My marshal, sometime around 10 o'clock, he asked me, hey, you ever have guys with bananas in their boat? Do you let them carry bananas? And I said, yeah, it doesn't bother me. I have one in the boat right now. Well, proceeded to the next spot. Next thing I know, I lost a blade on the prop. So I'm off in the river changing the prop. So it was an interesting day and just kind of very fortunate to get the 5 bites I did. So I'm happy with that.
Great potassium, though, in a banana, right?
Yeah.
positive, I guess. I don't know. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. From Spring Grove, Illinois, Chain Rats get loud for Chris Grove. 8-11. Yesterday, 5 Dad did that here today. 10-13. He's in 12th place with 19 pounds and 8 ounces. I mean, I got to feel, no matter how this shakes out for you, you got to feel like, man, I survived that one, and this was an easy one to really take a lot of damage.
No, for sure. I mean, a couple things, not having a limit yesterday, that story of my season or whatever last year, that kind of cost me. And then today, we did have the big bite and broke him off, and then he decided to not only boil, but then goes back underneath the dock, jumps, hits his head on the top of the dock, trying to get the Berkeley chigger craw out of his mouth. But it is what it is. I would have loved to have that fish, but way better feeling in Florida this time than last. And holy cow, there are a lot of people. You guys rock, you know that? Well, rock and roll, say hello to all the chain rats, and Chickamauga, here I come.
See you there. Travel safe, my friend. From Okeechobee, Florida, get loud for Kyle Monty.
What do you think?
3 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday, 1 today for 2, 8, 5, 11. And I know this was probably one you circled on the calendar thinking, that's kind of, I'm from Florida. I got to have a better shot there. But it didn't fish like Florida this week, did it?
No, and that's what got me. I mean, my roommate, Jake Whittaker, told me what he was doing, kind of clued me in on some things, and I still stayed away from it just because there's so many beautiful pads and mats down on Dexter. I went down there both days thinking I could catch a giant bag, and didn't work out. So if you guys are out there, the crowd, you young guys think you want to do this one day, just keep it in mind that, this sport could take you to the top and put you all the way at the bottom. You just got to put a smile on your face and keep on going, guys.
Before you leave the stage, I do want to point something out. In a world where you watch sports and you see, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. You see 27-year-old people partying like rock stars and stuff like that. I ran into this dude last night, and Jake Whittaker last night. They were out for dinner with their family, with their grandmother. That's the kind of people we have here on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
That's right. I got a great support group with my family and sponsors. They come up to here because it's close. They come to the ones that, they went to South Carolina last year. But, I mean, that's what you need, guys. You got to have that support group because you're never going to be at the top forever. On times like this, I'm glad they're here because we're going to have a good time tonight.
Great seeing you last night and great having you on the Elite Series. His first Elite Series event. Give me a little love for Cody Hollen. 3 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. What a difference a day makes. 5 fish, 19 pounds, 11 ounces with 23-1. He rockets all the way into 5th place at the Avco Bassmaster Elite on the St. John's River. Biggest bass is 7 pounds ever, 6'3". Not going to break your personal best, but it's only the first event, man. What a comeback. What a difference a day makes.
Man, I caught 5 fish today. I had 4 fish at 250 today, and I told my my marshal, I go, I need 1 more fish, and I've been catching them a certain way, and I threw right up to it, and it just dunked. And I caught one that was about 2.5, and it just, we were jumping up and down, high-fiving. It was amazing.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know your story was over, to be honest.
Have you ever caught 2 6'3s in one day?
No, I've never caught 2 6'3s in one day. I
caught 2 6'3s today.
I boat flipped both of them. I've never boat flipped a fish over probably 3.5 pounds, and when your adrenaline's going and you get that fish coming, you just swing it in the boat, and they both came right in.
That's what moments like that are what the Elite Series is all about, and it's great to have you here representing the Bass Nation.
Thank you guys very much. I got to thank all my sponsors, everybody on this jersey, Buckeye, Missile. There's a whole bunch to list.
It's a good way not to insult anybody.
everybody. So thank you guys very much, and this crowd is awesome.
It's awesome to have you here, and we're just getting started. Let's keep it going. Another Elite Series, a rookie. Give me a little love for Caleb Kapal. 2 fish for Caleb, had 10-9 yesterday, 4-4 today, going to give you 14-13, just outside the top 20 right now, but this one probably isn't how you imagined your first Elite Series event to play out.
Yeah, you know, you want to start it off strong. You know, Bassmaster Elite Series, best organization in the world. You know, you work pretty much your whole life to get here, and start off like that. You know, a little bit of a downer, but let's go to the chick and see what we can do.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. All the way from Keewatin, Ontario, the great Canadian snow leopard, Jessie Gustafson. 4-4 yesterday and a better day today. 4-4 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him inside that top 20. 14 pounds, 12 ounces. With 19 even, he moves inside the top 20, but not a lot of spots, a cushion, but a giant rally in Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. Gussie, I know you want to go tomorrow, sitting in 15th. A lot of people still to weigh in, but that rally today, come the end of the season when we're looking at points, that could have been one of the most important days of your entire season.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. That big fish, I actually got it on, like, my 3rd flip this morning. So it was cold this morning, and I ran ways down the lake, and my hands were cold. So I set the hook on this thing, and I'm like, oh, boy, it's a big one, and I got to grab it. And I'm reaching out trying to grab it, and it was like I got the thing in the boat, and I was shaking. That's what this is all about.
But that is exactly what it's all about. Let's hear it.
And then I ended up getting like a 2.5 a little while later. So I'm like, oh, I'm working on a good day here. And then it took me the whole next 8 hours to catch 3 more babies.
I'm glad you got your limit and a great start to the season. Big rally. A 3-time Elite Series champion, a former Bass Nation National champion, a former Elite Series Angler of the Year from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy, Brandon Palahniuk. Had 10 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him inside the top 20. 15 pounds, 6 ounces with 25.11. The prodigy rockets into 3rd place at the Avco Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. See, that's what you do. I mean, you catch them okay day 1, and then it's way cooler when you make a comeback on day 2.
That's not what I do in Florida. Trust me. Historically, Florida is not my friend. But the older I've got, the smarter I've got, and the better I've got at damage control. And I got in an area where I felt like I could at least get a bite, and I just settled down. And I hardly started my motor at all today. I kept making circles, and as I did that, I started to figure out what key pieces of structure those fish would continue to pull up on. Every time the tide would switch, new fish would come in, and I kept hitting all these little key pieces of structure, catching them on 5 or 6 different baits. So I hope that I get a fish tomorrow. Anything's possible if you're fishing on that final day.
Love to see it happen. Great to have you back here. A former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. 9 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 11.7. He moves into 11th place with 21 pounds even. So sitting in 11th place, a lot of anglers left to weigh in, but you got to be happy. I mean, when you look at how bad this one could have been, and it really was one of our toughest tournaments I ever remember.
Yeah, it is tough out there. It's always good to survive Florida. You see these giant bags, but it's not like everybody's out there catching 3 to 4 pounders. The big thing here is getting the big bite, and I was having fun this week and catching, a dozen keepers a day. I just didn't get that big bite, and that's the difference here. But can't say enough for you guys for showing out after 2 days of rain or wind. Thank you for coming out, Palatka, and thanks for everybody that supports us, man. We couldn't be up here without you guys, so thank you.
See you in Tennessee. Travel safe, and hopefully maybe you sneak in there. We'll find out. From Louisiana, get loud, ladies and gentlemen, Rick Morris, not from Louisiana at all, actually from Virginia. Just watching to see if you're listening. 3 pounds, 13 ounces, giving you 19.8, and that doesn't matter where you're from, but unfortunately not going to be enough to go tomorrow.
No, the fish weren't nice to me today. Like on my third cast with a spinnerbait, I hook one about 6, and it goes down in the pads, and it just got the better of me. It came off, and then the bite got really tough, and I just pitched the chatterbait, and they started just getting on it and swimming with it, and then I couldn't get a hook in them. I lost like 4 in a row, so they got the better of me today. There was a lot of pressure in there where I was at, and I just stuck it out. But, hey, I've been coming here for 20 years. It's a great crowd. It's always a challenging place. You guys are great. You're awesome. See you next time.
Always great to have you on the Elite Series. His second season on the Elite Series from Texas, Frank the Tank Talley. Frank Talley had 3 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 3 fish to add to that here today. 8-14, giving you 12 pounds and an ounce. $13.5 gonna finish with. Sorry, we already flipped the scale, so I don't know what you're gonna finish with, but I don't think it's enough to go tomorrow. And if it is, that'll be a nice surprise, anyways.
Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Palahniuk? What a crowd out here today. Beautiful. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate coming out, and we'll see you at Chick. Just thank my sponsors real quick. They're with me through thick and thin, good days and bad. So Strike King, Lose, Texas Boat World, and SDG Marine. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you in Tennessee. From Oregon, get loud, a former Classic champion and a former Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Jay Ellis. A big day yesterday, had 13-15, 5 to add to that, 14-1. He moves into third place with 28 pounds even. Get loud for Skeeter Yamaha Pro, Jay Ellis. Boy, consistent tournament you're having to this point, and I think I can say you should be getting out there tomorrow, and I got to believe with what we're seeing, it really could be a magical Monday.
Oh, it could be. And, here on the St. Johns River, there's so many big bass that you always want to look forward to the next day of fishing because you never know what you might catch. You look at last year, all the big weights we had, and they still live out there. The fishing's a lot tougher this week. I only caught 5 bass today, so it's pretty tough. But thanks to all my friends that were praying for me. I needed every one of those 5 fish today. But, besides fishing on the Elite Series, I also run a nonprofit called the Cast for Kids Foundation, and we put on events all over the country for special needs kids, and we take them out and take them fishing and introduce them to the joy of fishing, and it's just it's so much fun sharing that our love of fishing with these special kids. So we'd love to do another event around here in Palatka sometime or anywhere in Florida. We have a few events in Florida, but if anybody out there listening, on the web, we have events in like 35 states, and just get in touch with us at castforkids.org, and we'll put on an event in your community.
Great program. True champion both on and off the water. A 3-time FLW Tour Angler of the Year from Texas, Clark Wendland. Had a big day yesterday, 20 pounds even. 4 fish to add to that here today. 1 short of his limit, but as long as he gets out Monday, anything can happen. 8-3 gives you 28 pounds and 3 ounces. Sitting in third and going to get another shot at him tomorrow, most likely. How you feeling about the way it seems like it's getting better. It's not easy, but it's getting better.
It should get better. That's what we know. I mean, when you see a full moon coming and you're on a great place, first good full moon of the year, it ought to be like really good. And maybe tomorrow will be the day. We're not going to have as cold a night. But I just struggled to get bit today. I caught 4 fish and missed 3 that I thought were good fish. But, during the spawn, that's just what happens. The fish I'm catching are more than likely bedding, and it's just hard to get them to bite.
Well, this one was a tough one. Could have gone way, way worse for a lot of people. You're going to get out there, I'm pretty sure. Are we going to see a miracle on Monday and see you with an Elite Series trophy? Because I'm ready for it.
That'd be awesome. I mean, I mean, really, it'd be a dream come true. Somebody's going to catch a giant bag, and that's who's going to win. So hopefully it'll be me.
Might as well. Go get him. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From Gonzales, Louisiana, Robbie Latuso. 17 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Needs 15-11 to take the lead, but he just wants to get inside that top 20. 8-8 moves into 5th place with 25-13. Hope you get a shot out there tomorrow because you know how magical this place can be.
Yeah, I'd love to go back out there. I just didn't see the big ones today. Maybe they'll bite tomorrow. I'm happy to have every one of them little fish I caught today. I want to thank, if I don't, I want to thank the good folks at Georgia Boys Fish Camp. They've been taking care of us all week.
They're always incredible. From Newcomers Town, Ohio, get loud for Bassmaster Classic Qualifier, Hunter's Rock. 5 fish today, 12 pounds even. 12 pounds even, and a great rally here on day number 2 to salvage some Elite Series Angler of the Year points. You know how important every one of them is. You know, people always talk about Angler of the Year at the end, and there's all so much pressure there, but it's really these tough ones salvaging every point that usually, you know, solidifies that title.
It does, you know, and if anybody doesn't know, like, I thought yesterday we had another wind delay, so that's why I just didn't come to the...
You didn't go fishing?
No, I just didn't go. I just completely forgot. No, I'm just kidding. It was tough on me. This place, obviously, you guys know, this place is awesome, and the weather just didn't cooperate really for us this week. I expect the bags to keep getting better, or get better tomorrow anyhow, but I got a lot of people to thank. Abu Garcia, Berkeley, Spiderwire, they helped me get here and allow me to do a job that I love to do, and thank you guys, too. I appreciate it.
We love having you here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. A 2-time Elite Series champion from South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. Tough day yesterday, but a much better day today. Had 1-4 yesterday. 5 fish here today, 16 pounds, 15 ounces. With 18-3, he moves into 21st place and makes a giant charge in our Angler of the Year race. That is, that's way more fun than what you did yesterday, I gotta imagine.
Yeah, I spent yesterday running around looking for them everywhere, and today I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go fishing. And that's one, Florida gets me because you gotta be in a key area, but out here, it's one cool thing about it, there's a lot of fish everywhere. So I just kind of went fishing, tried to catch the one in front of me, and it worked out a lot better.
Congrats on a big rally. Look forward to seeing you in Tennessee. From Denver, North Carolina, get loud for Rob Dye. 7-4 yesterday, 1 fish to add to that here today. It only needs to be 25 pounds, 12 ounces, and he'll be your new leader. 1 pound, 12 ounces, unfortunately, not enough here this week, but boy, after the way this week started, it feels good to get this one through, I imagine.
It does. You know, I went in search of some new fish today with that Mercury Triton by casting rods, and it didn't work out, but, you know, sometimes you have to gamble a little bit, and it's just a decision that I made, and it didn't work. But I should have went back and got me another 7-8 pounds. But ready to go to Chickamauga. This is a beautiful place. Just need a little bit of grass to come back, and this place will be on fire. So see you at Chickamauga.
And I'm sure we'll be back. We look forward to seeing you here again from Springville, Alabama. Get loud for Wes Logan. His first Elite Series event had 13-11 yesterday. Today, 4 fish for 7 pounds and 2 ounces. Gives you 20 pounds and 13 ounces, moving to 15th. Probably not going to stay in the top 20, but we'll see how it shakes out. But got to be happy with the way this one worked out, because when you look at that leaderboard, there's a lot that it went so wrong for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful to got the bites I got today. I had a tough day most of the day, but I had a 10-minute stretch or sequence right there at the end of the day that makes you, I mean, it went so bad it makes you appreciate the good days, like when things go right. But anyways, I want to thank everybody, all the support back home and all the fans out here. If you haven't checked out the AFCO 10 over there, we got the new Hydronaut rain suit. It's the real deal. I've been wearing it this week when it's been like 14 degrees down here. And a real special thanks to my girlfriend and my mom driving down the other night to surprise me.
Awesome to have you here in the Elite Series. From Youngsville, Louisiana, Tyler Carrier. Skeeter Yamaha Pro had 812 yesterday, one fish here today, 1 pound 5 ounces. Not the way you wanted this one to finish, but got to feel good to get back on tour here in the Elite Series.
Yeah, you know, it felt good to get out yesterday and come start the season off, you know, but it just sometimes it goes your ways and sometimes it doesn't, you know. I ran around all day today. Everything I had yesterday got dirty, so I ran around and tried to find some clean water. Just never happened, but man, y'all, thank y'all for having us. We'll see y'all next time.
Awesome having you here. We'll see you in Tennessee. From Texas, give me a little love for Randy Sullivan. Good to have Randy here today. 2 fish, 3 pounds, 12 ounces, and this one was a tough one, but the good news is the tough club this week is a big, big club.
Yeah, I could be the president of that club. Oh, dude, I run that Triton all over the place trying to find just those 2 fish. But, you know, you don't adapt to change right, that can happen. And that can happen easy. But, you know, they're going to weigh in some monsters. Things are getting better and better out there. Tomorrow's going to be exciting out here.
Can't wait to see how it finishes. Great to have you back on the Elite Series. From North Carolina, Shane Lineberger. $8.13 yesterday, 3 fish here today. 7 pounds, 5 ounces, gives him 16 at 2, and unfortunately outside of the top 20, but salvaged some Angler of the Year points in a big way.
Man, I tell you what, this place really whipped me today. I've ran that nitro and mercury almost to the ocean every day. About as far as you want to go. I mean, I'm talking about there's all kinds of stuff up there. It got me there and back. I just, today the wind kind of switched up and mudded up everything I had and just kind of killed it. So I scrambled to catch that. But I got to thank Champion Power Equipment, Enigma Fishing, all my sponsors. Thank you guys. Couldn't do it without you.
Great to have you here. From Georgia, give me a little love for Drew Benton. Former Elite Series Rookie of the Year and Elite Series champion. Had a champion dad, drove home on our off days, had a baby real quick, and got back here within 5 hours away. And today has 10 pounds and an ounce with 21 pounds at 10 ounces. He's inside the top 20 currently. I've talked to a lot of anglers and said how bizarre this tournament was, you know, how it all played out, but nobody had a more bizarre weekend than you, but a more incredible weekend, and one to be thankful for sure.
Oh, I'm extremely thankful. You go from wondering if you're going to take a 0 at the beginning of the year and have yourself a hole to dig out of, and then for things to just work out and survive, this one is just really a blessing. I can't thank everybody enough that's been behind me this week. It's definitely been a roller coaster.
Well, every one watching would give me a hard time if I didn't ask you, but give me a report on Mama and the baby and everybody doing okay.
So far this morning, whenever I talked to them, they were still good. They're still in the hospital. Wife's blood pressure issue is still there, so hopefully they can get that taken care of and she can go back to the house. And you know, if I don't make it tomorrow, I won't be too disappointed. I'm going to try to go see that baby before I go to Tennessee, so we'll see what happens.
It's really what matters in life, and great to have you here. A 10-time Classic qualifier from Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, John Cruz. $16.13 yesterday, and you better extend your hotel because you are staying in town. 15 pounds and 5 ounces. He moves into 3rd place with 32 pounds and 2 ounces. Just a few weeks away from his 11th Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. 32 pounds and 2 ounces. You told us you were catching him on a particular bait. Will not tell us the name of it, but it is a bait made by your company, Missile Baits. So going to give us anything more or still not helping?
Yeah, I'll give you a little more. I'll give you a little more today. You almost guilted me. I left the stage, and I was like, God, that was just...
I mean, they sit in the sun to watch you hold up fish, dude. Like, really?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's awesome. Thank everybody out there for coming out. Hell yeah. So I went out there today and was able to put a limit. It was a grind out a limit. Wasn't huge. Caught them all in that new missile bait. It's called the Quiver, and there's 2 sizes.
So just stay tuned for more on that. And then late in the day, I made some adjustments and ended up catching the 3 best fish I had and jumped all the way up to 15 pounds. So it really it looked good at the end of the day, but that's the way it happened.
Always great to have you here, and we look forward to seeing how it all finishes tomorrow. Look out for that guy tomorrow. From San Jose, California, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. 1 pound, 5 ounces yesterday. Not the start to the season he wanted. 3 fish to add to that, 412. Going to roll out of town with a whole whopping 6 pounds and 1 ounce. And we have seen you throw lures that weigh more than that in particular events.
Oh, and that's what I plan on doing next week. And, although I didn't catch him here this week in Palatka, it was just awesome week. The weather's great. The people are always great here. It feels good to be back, for the 2020 season. You cannot slack one bit. Like I said, I cooled off in the offseason a little bit this first tournament here. These guys, these Elite Series guys reminded me, they catch them, and they catch them good. So you can't slack one bit. I always have that first tournament that reminds me of that. So look out, boys. I'm coming.
Looking forward to seeing you in Tennessee. He's weighing the 5 biggest fish in Bassmaster Classic history. A former Bass Nation national champion from Connecticut, Paul Muller. Took an Elite Series win last year, maybe looking for number 2 this year. Had 20 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. Looking for 12-8, 16-2. Your brand new leader with 36 pounds and 10 ounces for Paul Muller. $36 pounds and 10 ounces, and wow. You know what a position you are in tomorrow. Anybody can pull this off. But dude, it seems like it's been awesome to watch your career, from the Bass Nation and every step of the way from your big classic finish. But you, in the last few years, have become a lethal closer. And I'd like you to continue that streak.
Well, here's the deal. I don't think anybody in this crowd picked me in fantasy fishing for this one, and rightfully so, because Florida is a tough place for me. Last year, this was the worst finish of, I think, my whole season last year. I just been really blessed. And even today, it was just a tough day. That big fish anchored my weight. This is definitely not my wheelhouse. I like a spinning rod and a little crappie bait and fishing for smallmouth. But, I got into a good area. The deal is I've had it to myself. And it was just tougher today. But, definitely want to go out tomorrow. I had fun today, too, even though it was tougher. And there's big ones in there, man. And, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm just excited to do one, fish one more day for sure.
I'm excited to watch it on Bassmaster Live, all the way from Mississippi. Finally, the Brock has come back to Palatka. Brock Mosley had 7 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. 3 fish to add to that. 6-1, giving you 13-10 and qualifying you for early dismissal.
Yeah, I don't ever do any good here. I think this is my 3rd trip, and I think my highest finish is like a 45th. So, this place hasn't been good to me. I love the people, and I love coming here, but, I just can't ever catch them when it comes time to catch them. But, it's been a long week. The fishing's been tough on me, and I actually didn't have the ones I caught till the last hour. So, I figured something out. It was just last hour a day I get to fish. But it is what it is, and good thing is we can go to Tennessee next week and get the taste out of our mouth.
Forward to seeing you there. All the way from Corbin, Kentucky. Get loud for Mike Huff. He'll be fishing his first Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic in just a few weeks. 3-1 yesterday, 3 fish today for 7-1, giving you 10 pounds, 2 ounces. And if that was one fish, you'd be leading Big Bass right now.
That'd be great, yeah. Rough start to the year for me, but best way to get over a bad term is to go fish another one, so I'm looking forward to next week.
Always great to have you here. It sounds like you've upset the Sons of Anarchy, so get out of town. All the way from Texas, Yusuke Miyazaki. Had 2 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday, 1 to add to that here today. Gonna be 15 ounces today, giving you a grand total of 3 pounds and 5 ounces. And my wish for you is that your first fish in Tennessee is bigger than that.
I think so. Then that's my little cutie fish, but I really appreciate, catching one fish today. So
We appreciate having you on the Elite Series. Safe travels to Tennessee. From North Carolina, a former Classic champion, truly a legend, Hall of Famer, David Fritz. £7 5 to start the day. 4 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds 13 ounces gives him 18-2. He moves into 25th place and salvages many Elite Series Angler of the Year points. This obviously the first stop, and you don't want to dig too deep a hole here. And today definitely is going to help you as this season moves forward. Maybe one of the most valuable days when it all works out.
Well, let's hope so. I started here last year, and I think I was dead last, so I'm definitely ahead of last year. It's I wish I had one more day. I'm starting to figure them out a little bit, and I really had opportunity to. These Florida bass just bite so funny. They'll knock at your crankbait, and you just can't hardly catch them. It's just one of those deals with this front end here, but it's getting better. It's getting better.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you in Tennessee at our next event from Payson, Arizona. Get loud for Clifford Perch. A 3-time U.S. Open champion, has qualified for every Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic since joining the Elite Series. 10 pounds and 4 ounces gives you 18 pounds even, and he moves into 27th place as he starts out another quest to get back to the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. The 50th edition, and looking forward to the Classic, but man, this one here, this week has, so different. I mean, everybody came in here with such high expectations after last year, but man, it just shows how different a fishery can be.
Yeah, it could be a lot different, even just daily. I think if we'd have gone Thursday, Friday, we would have really caught them pretty good. But I just didn't get any big bites. I was really hoping to get enough to go again, just because I'm kind of turning the corner on them. But I love fishing here. It's a great place, and it was just a little harder this time. With the low water, that water sucked out, and man, it made it hard to find where they relocated to. So, hopefully we get to come back and hit the weather right here. It's got a lot of big ones, and I hope we come back.
I'm pretty sure we will. Look forward to seeing you in Tennessee. All the way from New Jersey, GDP, Greg DePalma. Yeah, I've been trying. 4 fish here today. Our 4 pounds going in today. 1 fish today for 2 pounds 6 ounces, and tough one this time around, but no way to get over it better than hammer him at the next one.
Yeah, Dave, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. I gave a shout out. I'm not sure where they're at, but I got Marcus and Keith from Superior Walls today in the crowd. Where are you guys at? Don't be shy. There they are.
Way back there in the beer tent area.
Good spot. I'm going to come meet you in a minute. Hey, appreciate you guys coming out. If you guys are looking for any kind of foundation product or anything precast, check out Superior Walls. I got to thank sfttackle.com. Always supporting me, always keep me up here, and we'll see you at the next one.
For the record, I will make an appearance in the beer tent as well. All the way from Auburn, Alabama, a 3-time Elite Series champion, Steve Kennedy. Had 19 pounds even yesterday, 3 fish to add to it today, 8 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into 7th place and hopes to hold on and stay inside the top 20 because, Steve, this is one of those tournaments where really anything can happen tomorrow.
Definitely, yeah. One club come in with 30-something the last day to win it, and from 10th, I think it was. So, yeah, anybody that's fishing can come in with a big bag and do it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be about, 8 or 9 pounds out. And anyway, I had another big bite. There's some more big ones there. We'll see what happens.
I hope you get out there. We'll find out at the end of this event. From North Carolina, get loud for the newest member of Team Toyota, Matt Airy. Had 16 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. Another limit of fish here today. Should keep him sticking around. 10 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 8th place with 26.14. And You may just go fishing tomorrow, and as we keep saying, anything truly can happen. This one's setting up to be a wild one.
It is. You know, the weather's getting right. The water level's still just not quite where I want it to be. I think the water, even though it got cold, the water falling out really hurt us. I mean, you could see by the weights, but this place is unbelievable. I mean, I saw a bag back there in line that really shows you what this place is capable of producing. So they're getting ready to be in for a treat here just a little bit.
Well, why is that a sick little weird thing that tournament anglers have to do? I mean, they sit here in the sun, they enjoy it, and then every once in a while, I mean, they go through hours of hearing about fuel economy and somebody making excuses, but every once in a while, there's an exciting moment. But every tournament angler on earth has to ruin that exciting moment, not even just for the crowd, but for me.
There's 40 elite anglers back there, and anybody out here that doesn't believe one of them boys caught them is just crazy. That's all I got to say.
Well, hey, good to have you here. I hear you're getting a really good birthday gift. From South Carolina, a two-time Elite Series champion, the Tower of Power, J. Willie, Jason Williamson. See, and then it wasn't good for you what just happened there. 8-6. He's got a nice day today, 12-8. Giving you 20 pounds and 14 ounces, putting you in 20th place. Quite proud of that. They would have reacted well, but the guy ahead of you made them think that, oh, the biggest bag ever is coming.
Yeah, well, he's seen the same thing I did, and unfortunately for me and him both, it's not going to be good here in just quite a little bit.
You're not going to make the top 20 this time around, but salvage some points here, and this one was a tough one.
It was, the tide went way out, the water was way down, and it changed things drastically the 2 days we had off. But, man, I look forward to Palahniuk. I love this place. Like I said yesterday, this is one of God's most beautiful creations. I love just riding down the river and just looking around. Every time this thing's on the schedule, I get excited, and I can't wait to come back.
One of the best jobs on earth, and you got it. From Fayetteville, Tennessee, get loud for Brandon Lester. Brandon Lester did not weigh in yesterday. It's a different day today. One of these things is not like the other one. 19 pounds, 14 ounces. 23rd place he moves into with 19 pounds and 14 ounces. And what a giant rally by Brandon Lester. Man, it is really easy to come into an event like this that, you start the season off with so much expectations. The first 2 days get canceled. That a 7-pounder right there. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. And then after yesterday, it's real easy to lay in the ground in the fetal position, sucking your thumb. Trust me, I do it all the time. But you did the exact opposite. You may have just salvaged your entire, Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year or chance at getting to the Classic.
That's exactly right. That's all I could think about last night. To be honest with you, that's exactly what I wanted to do, go sit in the corner and cry about it. But, I woke up this morning with a different outlook. I said, you know what, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to pick up a big flipping stick. I'm going to stay put. And, dude, it just worked out. Sometimes the good Lord just blesses you, man, and he blessed me today.
Great to see. Awesome comeback. Let's hear it for him. Looking forward to Tennessee. Another shot in your home state.
I definitely am, man. I just want to say real quick, this is an awesome crowd. Thank y'all for coming. Always enjoy coming to Palahniuk. We'll see y'all next time.
Safe travels. What a rally. All the way from Texas, get loud for Lee Livesey. Had 3 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. Today, one fish, 13 ounces. Going to leave here with 5 pounds. No, it's switched, but it's not much more than 5 pounds. So let's not even talk about this year. I'd like to wish you a happy anniversary for that incredible fish catch from last year.
Thank you. I kind of felt like Forrest Gump on his first couple of days shrimping this week. It was pretty bad. I never got clued into anything. It was pretty bad. I'm excited about next week. Great crowd, guys. Thanks for coming out. Thank y'all so much. I got a new boat. It's called a Ballistic. It's pretty sweet. Ran that thing up and down the river all week. Maybe a little too much, maybe. But I'm going to go home and drink a Michelob Ultra and jam out to some Whiskey Myers. Get this off my mind. Thanks, guys.
Go spend a little time with Lieutenant Dan and get your head right. Here's a guy who's got his head right. Won the last 2 times we've come here. From Ava, Missouri, the legendary Mr. Rick Klun. Five pounds, 2 ounces as of this morning, 3-1 to add to that. But little girl running up with a Rick Klun sign. I met a gentleman right there with a spectacular beard up in our DJ booth, and all he wants to do is get you to sign a picture from last year. Rick, the thrill of victory, the agony of angling, but man, what you've done here on the St. Johns River over the last 2 trips we've been here, it really, I mean, honestly, let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, inspiring a nation.
Well, you know, that's, you know, you hear that term all the time, that's fishing, but it really is, and it does, after all these years, amaze me how things can change from one year to the next. I'm not just talking here, I mean anywhere you go. But, you know, I caught that big bag last year on that almost 35 pounds on that trickster spinnerbait, except for one of them. It missed the spinnerbait, and I caught it on a worm. I threw it a little bit all day of practice, every day. I threw it yesterday. And I finally picked it up the last hour of the day and said, here's your last chance to get a bite since I've been here. I hadn't had a bite on it since I've been here, so that's how different it can be.
It definitely is, but it's an honor to have you here on the stage. We look forward to seeing you all year long. Keep the noise going from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Owen. Had 13 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday, 2 fish here today. 4-12, moves into 29th place. Not going to stick around till tomorrow, but get a little advanced start on the trip to Tennessee. And, you know, you did salvage a lot of points here. This one is, as this season progresses, I really feel we're going to hear a lot of people bring up this tournament and how it's haunting them.
Yeah, this one definitely threw us a curveball. You know, I thought I had a solid game plan, you know what I mean? I caught them decent yesterday and caught a lot of fish yesterday. Just today just didn't work out. You know what? Some days it's like that. You know what? But it was awesome to be back. Awesome to be looking out here in the crowd at this huge crowd. It's awesome every time we come here. And you know what? To me, that's what it's all about. Standing up here, weighing in those small fish in front of this great crowd. And you know, I started the deal last year where every time I fished on the weekend, now I got to fish on the weekend because we didn't fish Thursday and Friday, and I get to pick a kid out of the crowd that's going to get a Bassmaster membership. I got any kids out here that like to fish? Huh? Can I get my kids out here to get loud? Yeah? All right. Hey, buddy, back there with the American flag on his shirt. Right there. You're going to get a Bassmaster membership, buddy. I can remember when I was his age, all I wanted to do was go bass fishing, be like Denny Brower, stand on this stage and have an opportunity to fish the Bassmaster Classic. So I'm going to help you learn how to catch more fish, and hopefully one day you can be standing on this stage. If everybody's here tomorrow, come by the Yamaha booth. Let's talk about fishing, talk about my express boat and my Yamaha outboard.
Awesome to have you here. A 3-time TTBC champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. 9-8 yesterday, 5 to add to that here today. 11-15 gives him 21 pounds, 7 ounces. And he's inside the top 20 right now, in 19th place currently. So, you know, in the top 20, but unfortunately in 19th place, so I'm not real good at math, but probably going to get knocked out of there, but avoided a big bomb here this week.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been hard to catch them today. I caught them a little bit better than I have all week, so I'm proud of that. But you know, it's you know, I hate coming here and not smashing them. I think we just hit it a little bit wrong. We all know what kind of fishery it is. and definitely want to come back. Not just because of the fishing, but because of the crowds and the hospitality. And I said a big thanks to y'all. But I mean, just from everybody here, we really appreciate this. It's not every town that shows out like Palatka does. But yeah, this week has been a good one for me. I think I caught everything that bit. Just pitching a little Strike King shimmy stick, and actually picked up a Strike King spinnerbait today, and got to work on them. So that was nice, just old school fishing. Shimano's got a new reel out coming out at the Classic called the Metanium MGL, and it makes my life so easy. So looking for a new reel, look no further than that one. But again, I look forward to seeing y'all when we come back. Big thanks again.
Great having you here. He is an Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is the Prince of Palatka. Get loud for Cliff Prince. Had 10-10 yesterday, and we'd love to get him in the top 25 fish. 14-12. He moves into 11th place with 25 pounds and 6 ounces. $25 pounds, 6 ounces, 25.6, and sitting in 11th place with just over 30, under 30 anglers left to weigh in here today. And man, we keep talking about magic could happen on Monday, and I know all these people would love to see you with a shot at that magic.
Yeah, one bite here. That's all it takes. Just one big one, and I haven't had one yet, so. It's coming. And you want me to talk, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, no, but your sponsors probably do.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, I'd rather go to the beer tent.
I understand. Me too. But hey, I want to thank Futch's Marine and Futch's Depot. You guys support them, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be out here. So, but yeah, I'm ready for one big bite, and tomorrow I'm gonna make a long run if I make it. I'm going to be close, so I'm going to make a long run. I got one place I think I can catch 18 pounds if I get there.
Excuse me 1 second, but can somebody get that gentleman to come back here? Because I love Palatka, but it may just be one of the weirdest places on earth, and that may be why I love it so much. And since we have the Prince of Palatka, what the hell? Is this where Santa, his off season is spent here in the St. Johns River?
Hey, man, it's Christmas all the time here.
Well, I know it would be Christmas for you tomorrow if you get the shot, and I truly do believe it. Anybody in that top 20 can do this.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like here, anybody, any cast can catch a 10-pounder, so 10-pounder goes a long way as a 5-fish limit, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for a big bite.
Okay, go sit on Santa's knee, give him a wish, maybe he'll get you 5 big bass tomorrow. The reigning and defending Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Drew Cook. 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Santa in the house. He's got 5 fish to impress him. He is not on the naughty list. 17 pounds, 14 ounces. Gives him 27 pounds and 8 ounces. $27 pounds and 8 ounces, sitting in 8th place, and going to get another shot at this river if everything works out right for you.
I certainly hope so. That was the first female I've seen up since the tournament started, and hopefully they'll keep coming. But you can't ever tell really with the water still dropping or the water not coming up. It could come up a foot tonight, and it could just be game on. If you make it into the top 20, I mean, anybody's going to have a shot. We've seen 34-pound bags here before. We'll probably see one tomorrow, if I had to guess.
Looking forward to seeing it, and I would love to see it in your hands. He's an Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, Shane LaHue. The baby shark had 7.13 yesterday, 5 today, 12 pounds even. He moves into 27th place, and I know the goal is always to make the final round, but staying inside that, not having a bomb here is going to be critical for your season, and you definitely did that.
Yeah, I made up quite a bit of ground today. I got lucky and got one big bite. I went and scrapped everything and practiced today and caught 12 pounds off of one bank. I wish I would have found it a little earlier, but no, I had a good time out here. You know, it was tough, but with the change in weather and the water falling and all that kind of stuff, the guys are still catching them pretty good. This place still has a lot of big fish in it.
Awesome to have you here, and I hope you can stick around. It's going to be a fun season this year. Let's bring out the barrister, Edward Lochran III. Had 113 yesterday. Much better day today. 5 fish today. 13 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 41st place with 14 pounds and 15 ounces. And a valiant effort on day number 2 of this shortened 3-day abbreviated Bassmaster Elite Series event. But man, today was a critical day for your season, and you saved yourself a lot of points.
I certainly did. Yesterday, after you have a day like I had yesterday, you got to forget it, move on to the next day, and all of us out here, it's going to happen from time to time, but you just go out there, keep on grinding, don't change what you're doing as far as your tempo and everything, and things will improve.
It's great to have you here. We watched it improve all year long last year, and I know it's going to keep going all the way from Kissimmee, Florida, Jessie Tecarante. 5 fish for Jessie Tecarante. Had 8 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 9 pounds, 8 ounces. Unfortunately, it was not the 29 pounds that he was hoping for, but moves into 33rd place, so not so bad. I mean, the way it finishes, we always talk about Angler of the Year, and everybody talks about the points up top, but it's the points with the tough ones that really win that title and get you to the Classic.
Yeah, I escaped out of here with 2, semi-decent bags for this condition, but again, caught about a dozen keepers today and nothing. But listen, I got to give a big shout-out to you guys. This place never let us down. Cold, hot, windy. I mean, Palahniuk guys, you guys are awesome. Thanks for coming out. And, AFCO is one of the sponsors. This is the sponsor of this particular tournament. And, guys, check out their gear. I've been using the AFCO, these rubber pants, basically, to keep me warm and dry. They're down jacket in the morning. They're hooded. I mean, I was never cold. They're gloves. They make some awesome gear. And for summer fishing, winter fishing, it's good. And they're the host of the tournament. So thanks again to AFCO.
All right, great having you here. From Oklahoma, a former Classic qualifier, Dale Hightower. Dale Hightower comes bearing gifts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get his fish on the scale first. 1 pound yesterday, 615 today, going to give you 715. And there's something you're doing this year that, first of all, thank you and commend you for it, and I'll let you do the honors and explain it.
Well, this year, Falcon Rods and myself has teamed up together, and we want to honor all the men and women, service, military people of the world, and their families, especially their families. If you're in the crowd here and you're one of the men or women that served for our country, wave your hand, stand up, please. Sir, you right there in the red shirt, you'll come over here to the side. When we get off stage here, I'll give you your rod. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I'll be at the Yamaha booth tomorrow. Come talk to me. We'll talk about my express boat. Thank you, guys.
Great program you're doing. Thank you very much. And thank you for all those that allow us to enjoy such a trivial thing like weighing 5 fish. Let's keep them rolling as he does the handoff from Reed Springs, Missouri. Chad Morgan-Taylor.
There's no sense of getting excited about this.
13-9 yesterday. 3 fish here today. And Chad, I mean, Florida does so good for you, and I was really thinking you were going to be one of those guys to sneak into that 20 and look out tomorrow.
You know, the way this thing's fishing right now, you're not getting very many bites. And I fortunately yesterday fished really clean, had 2 big bites. Today, I had 2 big bites. They didn't favor me. Matter of fact, they made fun of me, Dave. Anyway.
They threw you the fin.
Oh, yes, both fins. anyway, that's the way it goes. I mean, when you're fishing for 5 or 6 bites a day and then you're fishing in heavy cover, sometimes it just don't go your way. But hey, I'm not terribly disappointed. At least I was able to catch the fish, and I had enough yesterday to be able to carry me a little bit. So we'll just we'll scrape it off and go on. And I love to come back to Florida. You guys always welcome us with open arms. Thank you so much for the great turnout and all the great fish.
Thank you for being part of the Bassmaster Elite Series from Alabama. Give me a little love for Bill Weidler. 3 pounds 7 ounces yesterday. 4 fish today, 411. Going to give you 8 pounds and 2 ounces, and not the finish you were hoping to start the season off with, but it's easy to rally at the next one.
Yeah, number one, Florida's has been my Achilles heel forever. I mean, I just struggle down here. I can't get anything going. But Chickamauga's been really good to me. So I've won an event up there and had a couple top finishes. So I'm looking forward to that. But, it was just tough, and I didn't make the right adjustments. It just happens. It's tough out there, and we just moved to the next one. So, listen, I got to give a shout-out to my title sponsor this year. If you guys are looking for lithium batteries, you need to check out Impulse Lithium. Much more affordable than some of the competitors. Y'all need to check them out, and we'll see y'all at Chickamauga.
Safe travels. Pre-fish starts in the morning. From Lake Wiley, South Carolina, get loud for Todd Otten. Todd Otten, a former Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Looking forward to number 50 this year. 9-9 going to give you 27-4, and you're inside the top 10 in 9th place. 11 spots of cushion with 30 anglers left to go here. How you feeling?
I don't know. It might be enough. I kind of didn't think it was earlier today, but I ended up catching one right at the last, and I think it might have saved me to get in, hopefully. We'll just have to see.
My math was wrong. There's 28 anglers, so your odds are even better. We'll keep our fingers crossed. A former Forest Wood Cup champion. Get loud for Clint Davis. 10 pounds and 5 ounces yesterday, 4 fish today, 8-4, giving you 18-9, and it's a beautiful evening for a drive to Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going home, and then we'll be there Tuesday. Yeah, I had same day as yesterday, one less bite and going to miss the cut. So hopefully Chickamauga.
Tough one, but we look forward to seeing you at the next one. From Gainesville, Florida, get loud for Bernie Schultz. $4 pounds 11 ounces yesterday, 2 fish today for 4-5, and boy, I know Florida, living here, you hope to have a good finish, but this one, man, it was a curveball for everybody, even the person that won it. Nobody had an easy week this week.
No, I don't know what to say. Things changed. I didn't adapt, but I appreciate this crowd. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Everybody came out to see us, and we'll be back, and I'll do better next time. So I'm not done yet. I'm getting old, but I'm not done yet.
From Benton, Arkansas, get loud for Elite Series champion Stetson Blaylock. He'll be heading to the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. 5 fish here today, 11-1 yesterday, 16-11 today with 27 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves inside the top 10 at the Avco Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. 27 pounds, 12 ounces, sitting in 8th place, and looks like you're going to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I tell you what, this place has been tough on me, but I finally figured out how to kind of calm down and just fish, and I actually caught that biggest one on my very last cast before I had to make about a 30-minute run. So that just goes to show you never put your rod down till it's time to quit, and just stay focused. But it's going to be a different day again tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I can catch a couple more big ones.
Awesome to have you here in the Elite Series. From North Carolina, a former Troy Trucks All-Star champion, Hank Cherry. Had 2 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday on his birthday, showing how evil the fish gods can be. The day after, 13 pounds, 10 ounces, a better day today. And Unfortunately, you think it would be better on your birthday, but the fish gods don't often read the calendar.
I told you I always suck on the first day here.
Okay. Sorry for bringing it up.
I don't know what it is. I almost had a wonderful moment, but I saw Fishing Tomorrow disappear in about 3 casts this morning. But I learned a little bit more about the St. John's. Now that all the grass is gone, we had to learn that, and now it's gone, so it's like fishing mud. But I had a good time just overcoming some adversity. It just was in my head. I was like, how do you catch 2 pounds on the St. John's River? I mean, they fish with bait that's 2 pounds on this river. So, but I want to let everybody know that I've teamed up with the Warriors Journey this year. Chad Yates is coming to I think 7 and 9 tournaments. They're an organization that is dedicated to our military, letting them know somebody cares if they have any problems or dealing with any issues. They're a great community to reach out to. So all you Warriors out there, appreciate your service, appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. But do me a favor, plant some grass, please.
They're working on it. Look forward to seeing you down the road. One of the brightest young stars in this sport from South Carolina, Patrick Walters. Oh, look out. 9 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. Looking for 27.2 to take the lead. Let's get him inside the top 20. 22 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 4th place with 32 pounds, 8 ounces. And Patrick Walters weighs in the biggest bag of the tournament. $32 pounds, 8 ounces, and boy, did you deliver here today.
Well, yesterday, I'm telling you, I was tense for some reason. I don't know. I feel like I was just fishing conservative, and I didn't go out there and have fun. Today, I went out there, I cut the graphs off, I raised that Ultrex up, and I went in the dirt. I'm telling you, that Falcon was dragging mud all day long. The shallower, the better here. And I also, 2 hours one way. So we're making a boat ride. Looks like we're going fishing tomorrow. Man, I love this place. I'm telling you, St. John's, I don't know. It's good to be here. I really needed that as a comeback, catching 22 today. It felt good just going out there, going fishing, having a good time. I'm looking forward to tomorrow now.
I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. From Georgia, get loud for Buddy Gross. Had 15 pounds of 5 ounces, and as either a friend or a picketer joining him here on the stage, 15 pounds of 14 ounces today gives him 31 pounds and 3 ounces. And Buddy Gross gonna be fishing with us on Championship Monday. Buddy, can you explain to me what's happening here? You have your very own, first of all, move over here or nobody sees what's going on here, but come on over here. You have your very own Vanna White prize queen that joins you on the stage here.
This is my lovely daughter, my mom, my wife. They all came down and surprised me. I figured they'd show up tomorrow, but they came down today. I guess they had a lot of confidence in me because I wasn't catching them early, so they, I guess they said a little prayer and just come on.
It's great to have you here. Who's your favorite Bassmaster Elite Series pro?
My dad.
Thank you for saying that. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. A former Bass Nation national champion. Give me a little love for Caleb Summerall. Had 10-10 yesterday. 3 fish to add to that here today. 7-6, giving you 18 pounds even. Moving to 40th place and on to the next one.
That's right. Man, today got tough on me. I was fishing, like I said, real shallow. And the wind kind of messed me up. Surprisingly enough, I had a couple manatees mess me up. I'd be going down the bank, and this big old manatee come down the bank in front of the boat. Cool to watch, but I was a little frustrated with them. Look at this crowd, man. Come on. Palatka, Florida, y'all show out, man. Y'all showed out last year. Y'all showing out again. These guys caught them today. That's all there is to it. We came across Lake George today, and it's a good chop. And my new express boat held it just fine. My marsher was quite impressed. So big shout out to my wife at home, taking care of the babies while I'm over here doing this. And I love you. We got one more, and I'll be home soon.
Great to have you here. A two-time Elite Series champion from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. And Jamie Hartman was 7:14 yesterday, a lot more than that today. 5 fish, 18 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 14th place with 26 pounds and 3 ounces. Get loud for Nitro Mercury Pro, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. 26 pounds and 3 ounces, and 14th place with exactly 19 anglers left away, and I believe so. Pretty good shot. You're going out there again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll sweat it a little bit. I think the best case scenario is to finish 21st. That way you still get that check, you get points, and I can go to Chickamauga.
Smart, thinking ahead.
Right, it's a 7.5, 3/4 hour drive, so I'm trying, man. But hey, if I make it, I'll make it. That's great. Made the right decision, switched things up a little bit today. I put that cash and flipping stick in my hand and stuck me a couple good ones. So, hey, things may change. The river's changing. Man, I wish that weather lined up good for us so we could show this place out again, but maybe tomorrow will be that day.
Would love to see it. Great to have you here and hope you stick around. From Del Rio, Texas, give me a little love for Ray Hanselman Jr. Ray Hanselman had 4-1 yesterday. Looks like a better day today. 5 fish, 13 pounds, 3 ounces with 17.4. He holds on to maximum amount. Every one of those points you can steal back in a tough deal like this pays off.
Yeah, this river system, lakes right here, it is full of fish. You know, we just got bad weather. You know, it's going to get better tomorrow. The guys are going to fish tomorrow. It's really going to start showing out. But it's just part of what we do. You know, like today, the weights overall look like they've gotten really good, and. You know, anybody want to ask anybody take a demo ride in that Skeeter FXR? No?
Two people right back there. So there's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, you need to get out there.
It's an incredible program. You can do demo rides here at all the Elite Series events, and I know you're pretty proud of that ride.
Yeah, that boat right there. You know, I ran in Lake George today, and it was pretty foul in some places, and 65, 70 just letting her rip.
Good to have you here. Strap her on, and we'll see you in Tennessee. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. Derek Hudnall, 1-6 yesterday, 4 fish here today. Gives you 6-9, 7-15, and it's all up from here, you know. Just get over this tough one with a big one next week in Tennessee.
I'll tell you, this can be one humbling sport, and it's been a while since I've left an event like, you know, just completely scratching my head. But, you know, one of the hardest things we have to do as anglers is to try to go out when you have a bad day and just fish with blinders on and try to forget everything that you did in practice. And that's how I fished today and just never could fall on anything. But, you know, it's off to Chickamauga, and all we can do is hold the head high and go on to the next one.
Safe travels. We'll see you there. From one Louisiana angler to another, Tyler Rivette. Two pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 3 fish here today. 5-10 gives you 8-5 and qualifies you for a spectacular drive to Tennessee.
That's right. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready. Actually, I want to go back to Rodman one more time, but I'll leave that for y'all. Y'all need to go out there and take care of it for sure. It's a great place. This is a great place. I figured them out for practice, but I didn't figure out the tide, and I fished the tide wrong, and it switched up on us, and my fish were in mud. So I don't know what happened, but I just want to thank my sponsor, Sky High. It's an organization that helps kids with cancer, and we bring them fishing and all these trips, and it's a great thing to be supported by, and I support them, and that's what I can't wait to start bringing some kids fishing, and then Six Scale and all my other sponsors. I'm just wish I would have caught them. This place don't like me, but I like y'all. I love the crowd, and I'll come back to Florida anytime.
Great to have you here. A former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Bella Vista, Arkansas, Harvey Horn. Had 8-7 yesterday and a better day today. 5 fish, 17 pounds, 8 ounces. And Harvey Horn rockets into 15th place. As we wind down our day 2 weigh-in, the top 20 move on to Championship Monday. 25 pounds, 15 ounces, and boy, you might have done enough to get back out there tomorrow.
It's going to be tight. You know, these guys can really catch these fish. It doesn't matter the conditions. They're going to catch them. It's, you know, a very seldom do we have a perfect day on the water, and today was one of those days. All my equipment functioned properly, all the way from that express boat, the Yamaha motor, the Hummingbirds showed me where to go today. You know, I pulled some of them fish out of some junk that, you know, you just about have to have well rope. That's when that sun line comes into play. And I was looking forward to going back trying to get them tomorrow.
I hope you get a shot. We'll find out in just a few minutes. From Dadeville, Alabama, your day 1 leader, get loud for Kelly J. Kelly J had 21 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 15-4 to take the lead. 14-3. He settles into second place with 35 pounds and 10 ounces. Kelly J, 1 day away from a potentially giant payday, man. This is going to be one of the, I mean, honestly, I work for Bass. It's my job to get all excited and everything, but I'm incredibly excited about tomorrow. I mean, Championship Monday, 20 guys, and you got to believe somebody's going to have a magical Monday.
Oh, they definitely are. Somebody's going to get a big payday tomorrow, you know. It was, I had the same number of bites today as I did yesterday. I lost a couple fish. I only lost 1 yesterday, but, I mean, they're in there. Hopefully tomorrow with, I think some of the guys that were in there with me are not going to make the cut. And then it's a Monday, so I hope some locals go to work tomorrow and watch us on Bassmaster.com.
But come here for the weigh-in at 2 o'clock, okay? You're allowed to come back here.
That's right. Be back here at 2 o'clock. Don't be in Salt Springs at daylight, though.
All right. A great tournament, no matter what way it finishes. Let's hear it for Kelly J. From Texas, give me a little love for Brad Watley. £10, 8 ounces, 5 fish to add to that here today. 10-7, an incredibly consistent tournament. 2 days, 1 ounce difference between the two. 2015, and avoided the big bomb that so many are going to leave here with.
Yeah, I mean, I had fun this week, really. I mean, I fished the way I want to fish. I flipped all week. So, I mean, this is a flipping paradise down here. I just did not get a big bite today, but I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Great to have you here, and excited to kick off another Elite Series campaign all the way from Cavan, Ontario, Canada, a 4-time Canadian Open champion. Get loud for Corey Johnston. 6'1", or 6'9" yesterday. 5 fish to add to that, 9-15, leaving here with 16 pounds, 8 ounces, and boy, a little tougher finish this time around, but I know that's just going to motivate you moving forward.
Yeah, you know, it was a lot tougher this time around, but it's still a long season. This is the first one, so we'll see what happens in the next few.
Look forward to seeing you at Tennessee. Get there safe. He is the only Australian to ever qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series. The only Australian Elite Series champion from Toowoomba, Australia. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. 11-11 yesterday, 6-8 today. Going to move into 40th place. And, boy, this one, though, you know, as frustrating as it is, man, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, literally, this tournament is going to hunt people the whole season.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely save some points. You know, my main goal this year is to not have those real bad bombs. Hopefully, this is one of my bad ones. We always want to stay inside that check range because that keeps the road, you know, the truck and boat going down the road. But, you know, Florida seems to whoop me. I learn every year, and hopefully can come back and get some checks down here one day. But had a good day yesterday. Appreciate this, you know, this fan base here is unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you to Bassmaster for running the best tournaments in the world, and I'm going to be staying in my house for the first time ever in 10 years at Chickamauga, so that's going to be a fun one.
I look forward to stopping by for a barbecue. Just inviting myself. Road's a lonely place. From Monroe, Louisiana, a former Carhartt College Bass champion, Brett Pruitt. 12 pounds, 5 ounces to start the day. 3 fish today, 311. Going to give you 16 pounds and moving to 54th place currently. And this one was a tough one for a lot of people.
Yeah, I had a pretty good day yesterday. Had a few bites this morning, but I just didn't hook up. But this is an awesome place. I love this kind of fishing. And, yeah, I got an awesome crowd out here. Thank y'all for coming. And thank all my sponsors for making this happen. And God bless everybody.
Thank you for being part of the Bassmaster Elite Series. His first Elite Series event from Minnesota. Give me a little love for Austin Felix. Had 8-12 yesterday, 3 fish here today. 3 pounds, 9 ounces gives you 12.5. You move into 58th place, and this was a tough one for the majority of our field.
Yeah, for the first event on the Elite Series, it isn't the finish I wanted to have, but it's just really tough out there. I left this morning with a whole bunch of brilliant ideas on how I was going to catch 20 pounds, and I picked the wrong ones. I mean, I didn't run out of ideas. I just ran out of time. And
generally what happens in these things.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to try it again on Chick next week, but there's no place I'd rather be than right here, guys.
Great to have you here, and we're excited for your future on the Bassmaster Elite Series. A 5-time Classic qualifier from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. 6 pounds, 7 ounces. 7.4 gives you 13.11. And last year you were megalodon hunting here, and the megalodons seemed extinct this year, this time around, for the majority of our field.
Well, they didn't, Dave. I started this morning, and, you know, these are Florida fish, but I got a Canadian fish on today.
What do you mean by a Canadian fish?
It had a big mouth on it. Big mouth.
That's not very nice. I mean, this is part-time residence to most of Canada, really.
Well, I did. I had a great old big one wrapped up in a piece of cover, and I thought I was going to be able to get to it, and it came off, and it did. It was one of those really, it was a true megalodon, but I tell you what, the St. Johns River is a wonderful place. I fished my first pro tournament here in 1987, first time I ever fished as a pro. That many years ago, caught them good that time, and glad to be here. I've enjoyed running up and down the river in my new Skeeter FXR. If you get a chance, go get in one. It's a lot of fun. And if you look at my boat, you'll see 2 new stickers on the windshields. It's called Yamaha Right Waters. It is the conservancy group that Yamaha has together. I will be working for Yamaha, fighting for your rights as anglers and invasive species, Asian carp and other species. So I'll be fighting for every fishing license holder out here in the crowd.
Awesome, awesome. Except for that first part there. That was a little uncalled for. From Grove City, PA, let me hear it for Destin DeMarion. 9 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 4 fish here today as we wind down our way. And 9 pounds, 5 ounces, giving you 19.3, putting 37th place. And happy to have you here on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Yeah, thanks. You know, it wasn't the way I would have wanted it to go, but it's been a great experience. You know, this is so cool beyond the Elite Series. I've dreamt of it for such a long time. So it's been a great week in Plaquemine. I love it around here. Thanks for all the hospitality, guys. And we'll see you at Chickamauga.
See you there. From Reed Springs, Missouri, let me hear it for the snowman, Brian Snowden. I want to remind our marshals we have a meeting coming up immediately after weigh-in for our marshals. Anglers, you'll get a text, but marshals, we got a meeting for you. 9:14 gives you 16.1, moves into 55th place, and got a little something to show you, Florida. So, you know, it's amazing that we've been to the St. Johns River 6 times for the Bassmaster Elite Series, and it just seems to be a different river every single time we come here.
it definitely changes every year. You know, in Florida in general changes just due to the grass, but you know, we've got some great fans here. It's a great city. I found a couple good Mexican restaurants around, and you know, it's always great. We get to stay at Big Show's house, and he's quite the chef. So it's always a great experience, even though I have not figured this river out yet, but I will one day.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you in Tennessee. Time to bring up our reigning and defending Elite Series Angler of the Year, Scott Kenneberry. 17-14 yesterday, 5 fish here today. 12 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 8th place with 30 pounds and 4 ounces. $30 pounds, 4 ounces, and unstoppable weighing into it. And you may just be that, picking up where you left off last year with an incredible campaign.
Yeah, it's been good the last couple of days. I mean, it's a grind out there. It was really, really tough on me today. I had a hard time even catching a limit. But I tell you, I'm doing something wrong. I've lost more fish in 2 days that I could have weighed in than I lost all year last year. So that tells you, if you capitalize on your bites, that's how you win AOY. I got to straighten something out there.
You'll figure it out. You seem to always do that. Yes. From Knoxville, Tennessee, Brandon Card. I don't think I was supposed to answer that yes into the microphone. Sorry. Sometimes we have private conversations, and I forget about that. 7-14. 5 fish for 11 pounds and 12 ounces. Just a few anglers away to the conclusion of this weigh-in. I'll read out the top 20 anglers that will be battling on the St. Johns River. So, you know, you can't complain with as tough as this one was, man. It's amazing the list of anglers that really have a big hole to dig out of coming out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I mean, you know, yesterday was looking pretty grim. You know, I only had 5 keeper bites yesterday and 7 pounds worth. And I mean, you know, honestly, 11, 12 is not like a big bag, but for this week, I'll take it, man. I took my Suzuki all the way down to Salt Springs and just put a little drop shot in my hand and just try to catch as many fish as I could. And I actually had a pretty good day as far as numbers go. Wish I would have done that yesterday, but it's been a fun week. The crowds are awesome here. I really appreciate you guys.
See you in your home state for the next one. Looking forward to that. From Asheville, Alabama, a former TTBC champion, Matt Herron. 7-14 to start the day. 2 fish to add to that. 10 pounds even gives you 17-14. He moves into 50th place. Digging deep in that Berkeley weigh-in bag. Got a little something to show you, Palahniuk. Current leader for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, 10-1. That one, 8 pounds, 9 ounces. And on a tough tournament, that fish right there was probably a welcome addition to finish this one off for you.
You know, I'd like to tell you a big story that, you know, I had it all figured out, and I did for this south wind and all that. But I struggled the last 2 days. I didn't make the right adjustments, and you see the weights went up today. These guys always make the adjustments. But at 1 o'clock, the testimony don't never quit, you know. I didn't. At 1 o'clock, I was zeroed. 1:15, I caught the little 12-inch that was in that bag with him, and I kept fooling back and forth, back and forth. I knew there was a big fish in there on the bed, and that fish eat a top water bait about 1:30. So you just got to keep fighting it.
Great to have you here and a great finish in a tough conditions. All the way from Colgate, Oklahoma, Elite Series sophomore Luke Palmer. 11 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. Looking for 7-14 to get in the cut. 7-14 was to get inside our regular cut, which is the top 40. But this one, top 20, obviously going into the final round. So going to be outside of it, but man, not that far out of it. And those are the ones that really add up at the end of the season.
Oh, you know, I caught my last fish at I don't know, at 3:55, and it's. You know, you don't think about that, but gives you another 8-10 points, and that's a big thing going into into the end of the season, maybe make that classic. I like to thank Gill Fishing. They've come up and they're my title sponsor this year, and it's been a big deal for me. But, everybody's stepped up behind us and really helped us out, and we appreciate it. And they bring the crowd out here. It's awesome. Love it here in Florida. I guess we'll head to Chickamauga next.
I'll see you there. Safe travels. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our weigh-in, and we are going to announce them to you. We're not going to normally bring out the top 10. We have way too many anglers here with a full 88 field, so we can't bring them all out here, but they're back there. I need you to make lots of noise for them as I tell you who is going to be fishing on Championship Monday. Going to be led out by your leader, with 36 pounds, 10 ounces, Paul Muller. He was your day one leader with 35 pounds, 10 ounces, Kelly J. In third place, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Jake Whittaker. His very first Elite Series event and already making a championship round performance, Kyle Wiltjer. One of the brightest young stars in this sport. In fifth place, Patrick Walters. In sixth, John Cruz. In seventh, get loud for Buddy Gross. In eighth, our reigning defending Elite Series Angler of the Year, Scott Canterbury. In ninth, Clark Wendland. In 10th, Jay Ellis, followed by Steve Kennedy, Stetson Blaylock. In 13th, Drew Cook. Todd Otten in 14th. Matt Arian, 15th. Jamie the Hammer Hartman in 16th. Harvey Horn makes his first cut of the season in 17th. Robbie Latuso makes another cut here on the St. Johns River. Brandon Palahniuk returns the Elite Series and makes his first cut in 19th. And rounding out our top 20, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are incredible. Thank you, Palatka, and we will see you tomorrow. Championship Monday. The boats leave at 6:45, and weigh-in is right here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Big bass, big stage, and big dreams will come true here in Palatka tomorrow on Championship Monday at the Avco Bassmaster Elite on the St. John.